Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. I am Dave Little, coming to you live from the Dave Cave with basketball action from the 1970-71 Epic Basketball League schedule, where we have a Gold Division matchup with the undefeated Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Baltimore Bullets. It will be a great matchup between Lou Alcindor and Wes Unseld, two Hall of Fame centers. The Bucks are 11-0 and flying high in this 20-game tournament, while Baltimore limps in at 3-8 and in need of some victories to keep from getting relegated to the Silver Division next year. Hello, Rob. Hello, Ken Castro. Hello, everybody in the chat room. Rob, thank you for your kind words on your channel a few moments ago. And let's get started with some basketball. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. Starting at the point guard, from the University of Cincinnati, the veteran Oscar Robertson, 6'5". His backcourt running mate is John McLaughlin out of Indiana, another veteran. Bob Dandridge out of Norfolk State University is your small forward. And Greg Smith, 6'5", out of Western Kentucky University, is the power forward. And of course the big man inside, the main man, 7'2", second season out of UCLA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a.k.a. Lou Alcindor, back in the 1970-71 season. For the Bullets, Kevin Lockery gets the start at point guard. 6'3", 9-year veteran out of St. John's University. Two Hall of Famers in the starting lineup for Baltimore. The shooting guard is Earl Monroe, a fourth-year man out of Winston-Salem University. And the other Hall of Famer, of course, is the center Wes Unseld, an undersized guy. Only 6'7", out of University of Louisville. But nobody knew how to play basketball better than Wes Unseld. He knew how to use his body. He had a tremendous basketball IQ. But he's going to have his work cut out for him tonight, dueling with Lou Alcindor. The power forward tonight is Gus Johnson. He leads the team in rebounds. Both Johnson and Unseld are up around 15 rebounds a game, so the Bullets can get it done on the boards. And rounding out the starting lineup out of Duke University, the fifth-year man, 6'7", Jack Marin. So with that, I think we are ready to go. So let's tip things off here at the Baltimore Civic Center. Milwaukee riding an 11-game winning streak, and Alcindor controls the tip. Oscar Robertson manning the point. He's got McLaughlin open on the wing. McLaughlin gets it down to Alcindor, who can't hit the jumper. Wes Unseld with the rebound. And back comes Baltimore. Kevin Lockery is going to see what he can do. He's got a tough matchup with Oscar Robertson on the point. He gets it over to Monroe. Monroe won't get the shot to go. Monroe gets his own rebound and passes it back out on top for a fresh 24. They've got Marin posting up on Dandridge down low. Teeing up two shots for the Bullets. The first shot is good. Marin comes back with the second shot. Also good, and the Bullets have a 2-0 lead. Milwaukee brings it back on offense, and for the first time they're going to look down to Lou Alcindor. Alcindor on the lob from McLaughlin, nothing but net. 2 points for Alcindor. Marin's going to be the open man once again, working outside this time against Dandridge. Lays it up softly and good. 4 points for Marin as the Bullets go back out on top. Milwaukee's going to keep pounding it down low to Alcindor. Double pumps, shoots from in close. He's got it. Baltimore back with Lockery. Passing to Marin, back and forth on the perimeter. Lockery's shot no good. Rebounded outside by Gus Johnson, and the Bullets will get another crack at it. Johnson on the baseline is going to look to set the offense. They're going to go to Marin once again. Marin very active in the early moments of this game, but he loses this one out of bounds for the turnover. Bucks back on offense. Oscar Robertson running the point. He's going to look down on the low post to Dandridge. Dandridge and Marin doing a lot of work this early contest. Dandridge with the pump fake, shuffles his feet, no call. Shuffles again, no call, and Dandridge lays it up and good. So, Bullets coach Gene Shue is pointing out, now I know why the Bucks are unbeaten if you're going to let their guys on the post walk that many times. Gus Johnson now coming back for Baltimore. He hits that shot to tie the game. He had 24 points in his last outing against the Atlanta Hawks. Bucks are going to go back to Alcindor. Alcindor gets the ball back. He loses it. Puts it up no good, but he's fouled on the play by Marin. Marin with one personal foul. Alcindor to the line for 2 shots. 69% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first for his 5th point of the game already. Alcindor off to a quick start. The second shot is good, and the Bucks are on top by 2. Baltimore comes back with Lockery, working against Oscar Robertson. He's a good offensive player. He shoots the jumper and scores over Robertson. Very nice by Lockery to tie the game. Milwaukee works the perimeter, looking for a shot. They get it down to Alcindor inside, working against Unseld in the low post. Double pumps, lays it up and good. First assist of the night for Robertson. What's Unseld going to be able to do? He's got to try his luck against Alcindor, even though this is not a good matchup. Unseld inside, fakes with a short jumper. He gets it to go, and Alcindor gets called for the foul. Unseld to the line to attempt to convert the 3-point play. As I mentioned, he has got a tremendous basketball IQ, and he got the best of Lou Alcindor on that one. Cannot get the free throw to go, so we remain tied as Alcindor pulls the rebound. Milwaukee's going to look down low once again to Dandridge. Clean pick and roll from Robertson. Dandridge with the short rainbow shot, and it's blocked away by Marin. Rebound by Monroe, and the Bullets will run. Outlet by Monroe to Marin. Marin lays it up and good. 6 points in the early going for Jack Marin from Baltimore, and the Bullets are back out on top. Oscar Robertson calls his own number. Topside, powers to the basket. Stopped by Marin, settles for the short jump shot, which is no good. Alcindor goes up for the rebound. His putback tickles the twine. Already, Alcindor is in double digits, and we are tied at 12. Unseld, once again, going to try it against Alcindor. He got the first foul. This one, Alcindor knocked that one away, out of bounds to Baltimore. Hello to everybody in the chat room. Ron Juckett is here. Our Red Sox fan is here. D. Scott Howard is here. Welcome one and all. As the Bullets have the ball outside with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson can't find anybody. It's knocked out of bounds. Baltimore maintains possession. And they'll tee up the offense once again. Johnson to inbound. He's going to go out on top to Lowry. Actually, he finds Unseld on the low post with a mismatch against McLaughlin. Unseld tries to get it to Lowry, and he threw it away. Turnover on Unseld, and Milwaukee basketball. Tie game, 8:16 to play here in the first quarter. Milwaukee's going to work it down low once again to Lou Alcindor. Alcindor with a skyhook, no good, but he's fouled by Unseld. So Unseld and Alcindor have both picked up early fouls in the first 4 minutes of this contest. And it will be Lou Alcindor headed to the line for Milwaukee. And he misses his first free throw attempt. Second shot for Alcindor is good. 11 points for Alcindor now. He has 11 of the first 13 points for Milwaukee. If he keeps this up all night, he's going to set some scoring records. But he's going to need some help from his teammates if he's going to win this road game against Baltimore. Lockery coming back the other way. Loose ball, and is tied up between Oscar Robertson and Earl Monroe. Two of the NBA's 50 greatest players are going to jump it up now. The referee tosses it up, and Robertson will take possession for Milwaukee. Milwaukee works the ball around looking for an opening. It's going to be Robertson who's going to put his head down and take it to the cup. Lowry's knocked to the floor, and the foul is actually called on Monroe. Collision there between Lowry and Robertson, but it's Monroe on the push, and it will be a one-shot foul for Robertson as that foul took place on the floor. Robertson 79% on the free throw on the season, and he gets the free throw to go for his first point of the night. Baltimore coming back. Once again, their top gun is Lockery. He passes it inside to Unseld and is taken away by John McLaughlin. Milwaukee comes back with Robertson. His fadeaway jump shot's no good. Alcindor cleans the glass. Alcindor with the putback. Rises up and it's blocked by Unseld. Rebound by Marin, and the Bullets come back trailing by 2 with just over 7 to play in the first quarter. Brilliant defense by the smaller Wes Unseld on that possession. The Bullets look to Marin. He passes it over to Johnson. The runner is no good. Unseld on the offensive glass. He's going to go for the putback, and he puts it in with a little kiss. It's not Valentine's Day, but Unseld with a little kiss got that one to go, and once again we are tied. Milwaukee's going to look to the low post to Dandridge on the pick and roll. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Unseld. Baltimore is going to come back with some switching defenses as Lowry and Monroe play the pick and roll. And it's going to be Lockery who dribbles into the front court. Takes care of the ball outside. Tough jump shot, no good. Rebound Gus Johnson. Johnson, short jump shot, can't get it to fall. But he is fouled on the play by Greg Smith, and that is 2 on Smith. It'll be 2 shots for Gus Johnson on the shooting foul. The first shot is up and good. Bob Boozer out of Kansas State into the game for Milwaukee, replacing Greg Smith, who has the foul trouble. Second shot from Johnson is through the net and good. 16-14 Baltimore. Milwaukee with the ball on offense, moving from right to left on your computer screen. Once again, they look down low to Dandridge. He has a mismatch on that low block when he can get open, and he drains the jump shot over Marin for his 4th point to tie the game. Baltimore's going to look to Gus Johnson for the first time. Their rebounding wizard, and from 10 feet away, he hits the jump shot to put Baltimore back on top. Oscar Robertson once again has a step on Lockery. Attacks the rim, but he's called for the offensive foul. First foul on Robertson, and the Bullets will take possession, leading by 2. Lockery's going to go right back to work on Robertson. Charity stripe extended, jump shot, nothing but net. There you go, 4 points for Lockery, 4-point lead for Baltimore. Boozer into the game, has a tough matchup against Johnson. So Milwaukee's going to continue to look for a better shot, and they're going to find a better shot with Alcindor. He's been quiet the last couple minutes. His little kiss pops in and out. Marin with the rebound, and the Bullets have a 2-on-1 the other way. Monroe and Johnson working against McLaughlin on the 2-on-1. Johnson to Unseld, and Oscar Robertson coming back on defense. Good transition defense by Robertson to steal that one away. They've got McLaughlin open, but there's a pause in the action. Bob Boozer shaken up on the play, but he'll stay in the game, and we'll tee things up again for Milwaukee here as the Bucks now trail by 4. Biggest lead of the game for either team. Robertson's going to go to work on Lockery. Let's fly with a perimeter jump shot, nothing but net. 2018 Bullets as Baltimore comes back on offense, and once again Lockery is the open guy. Tough jump shot is good. 5 minutes now to go as the Bullets continue to hold a 4-point lead. It's going to be Robertson again calling his own number. Weaving through traffic. Shoots, blocked away by Unseld. Boozer brings it down off the offensive glass. Boozer puts it back up and in. First basket of the game for Bob Boozer. Once again, it's a 2-point game. Marin steps out on the baseline. Working against Dandridge. Fall away jumper, nothing but net. Bucks coming back again. They've got Dandridge open on the low block. Good look inside, all net. Good ball movement by Milwaukee to find the open man Dandridge down low. Lockery once again on the attack for Baltimore. Give and go with Unseld. Jump shot by Lockery, no good. But he is fouled by Alcindor, and that is his second. That is a big break for the Bullets. 2 early fouls on Lou Alcindor here in the first quarter as Lockery heads to the line. 83% on the year. First shot is good. And in comes the backup center for Milwaukee, Dick Cunningham, 6'10", 245 out of Murray State University. He doesn't see a lot of action, but with Alcindor in foul trouble, they're going to need some good minutes from Cunningham here tonight. He's only averaging 6 minutes a game in this replay, but he's going to see some crucial minutes here in the early going of this one. Rob wants to know where the defense is. Well, that's a good question. Milwaukee shooting 53% from the field. Baltimore 71% from the field. Where is the defense indeed? Lockery with the second, no good. And Cunningham comes out with the rebound for Milwaukee. 3-point deficit for the Bucks as they come back on offense. The open man is McLaughlin outside. Pick and roll with Cunningham, and McLaughlin threw it away. Bullets ball as we get some more lineup changes. Lockery will take a rest, and he will be replaced by Fred Carter, the backup point guard. And Carter will trigger the offense for the Bullets. He's going to give it to his backcourt mate Monroe. Outside, deflected and stolen by McLaughlin. And the Bucks will run. They've got 3-on-2 with Oscar Robertson leading the charge. Robertson to Cunningham. Finger roll is good. And it's a 1-point game now as Baltimore comes back trying to hold on to that lead with Monroe. And we have another brief timeout for Wes Unseld. He was back on defense and looked like he rolled an ankle. He's going to go get taped up and hopefully be back later in this game. So it'll be Gus Johnson back, the other Johnson. George Johnson. That's not going to be hard to keep track of. George Johnson and Gus Johnson are now down low for Baltimore. As the Bullets will inbound. Johnson to inbound. They're going to look to Monroe. He's their guy now. His short jump shot is no good. Tipped by one of the Johnsons and rebounded by Cunningham. They have Dandridge and Cunningham out on the break. That's not a very good combination. So Dandridge smartly pulls the ball out, and the Bucks will set up the offense with a chance to take the lead. They find Dandridge again down low, working against Marin. Dandridge from the low block. Short jump shot around the iron, no good. Rebounded by Marin, but it's stolen away by Robertson. And the Bucks get a fresh 24. Into the game now for Milwaukee is Jeff Webb out of Kansas State. He's open, but Monroe is playing off of him because he's not much of a threat. And Milwaukee is going to continue to work the perimeter and see what they can get going. They're going to have a tough time generating points with Alcindor on the bench. They look down to Boozer from the power forward spot. Working against Gus Johnson, his shot's no good. Out of bounds to Baltimore. Some more fresh bodies coming in for both teams as we are now under 3 minutes in the first quarter, and the Bullets continue to lead 25-24. Baltimore is going to look down on the low block to George Johnson. Big George is stripped by McLemore. And it is a 3-on-2 break for the Bucks with Oscar Robertson in the lead. Milwaukee with the numbers. Robertson pulls up no good, but he is fouled on the play by one of those nefarious Johnson brothers. Looks like that would be Gus Johnson committing that foul. And Oscar Robertson will shoot 2. 85% for Robertson. And the first shot is off the front of the rim. Second shot for Robertson. He can tie the game with this one if he converts, and he misses again. And the rebound on the play goes to Gus Johnson. Fred Carter now running the offense for Baltimore. He's going to look to his backcourt mate, Eddie Miles. Miles working against Webb. They get it over to Marin, who's cut off by McLemore. Back to Carter for a short jump shot, no good. And this one is taken away by George Johnson on the low block. And Johnson threw it away. Milwaukee basketball. Bucks basketball trailing by 1 point, 25-24. Under 2.5 to play. Scoring options are limited, so they work the ball around and see what they can generate. 11 on the shot clock. They've got Boozer down low against Gus Johnson. Boozer's going to take the shot. Pump fake, slips it up on the run. Nothing but net. Nice shot by Bob Boozer to give the Bucks the lead once again. As D. Scott Howard says, Gus Johnson was the prototype of the modern power forward. Very underrated these days. Sounds like a Karl Malone type of player. Talking about prototypical power forwards. And now we have Johnson loose in the low post. Turnaround jump shot good. And he is fouled by Boozer. So Johnson, as we flatter him in the chat room, he converts with the hoop and the harm. And he has a chance now for the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is around the cylinder in. 9 points now for Gus Johnson, and the Bullets are back up by 2. Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. They're going to work it to Boozer again, working outside now. On the perimeter, deflected by Johnson. Shot no good. Cunningham with the rebound for Milwaukee. Cunningham puts the shot back up from 10 feet, no good. Rebound Miles. Eddie Miles on the rebound. And it looks like the Bullets have numbers in transition. Freddie Carter running the break with Marin. Marin down the lane, lays it up and good. A 10-point first quarter for Jack Marin out of Duke has given the Bullets now once again a 4-point lead. Milwaukee's going to look to, again, set up a mismatch on the low post, this time with McLemore. McLemore unloading at point range with a circuit shot, and it's all net. Nice play by McCoy McLemore, the backup small forward for Milwaukee. And once again, the lead is down to a single basket. What will Baltimore do? Gus Johnson on the low block. Johnson from Johnson, point blank range, no good. Rebound Webb. And now it is a full-fledged bust out for the Bucks. 4-on-1. Oscar Robertson leading the break on the dribble. He's going to take it all the way himself. And he hits the finger roll as Oscar goes coast to coast, and once again we're tied with under a minute to go here in the first. Johnson again down low, defended by Boozer. Throws it away. Milwaukee basketball, 40 seconds to play. As Oscar Robertson takes his first rest for Milwaukee to be replaced by Bill Zopp. Zopp is actually the third-string point guard, but the usual backup to Robertson, Lucius Allen, has been injured, and so Zopp is seeing some extra minutes here at the backup point guard position tonight. Not that being a backup to Oscar Robertson is a good way to garner a lot of attention, because Oscar Robertson is the man. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Bucks are going to work for a shot. They get it to McLemore, working outside against Jim Barnes. McLemore's shot no good, tipped in by Cunningham. Cunningham gives the Bucks the lead, so he has done some things. 5 rebounds, 4 points now for Cunningham, spelling Lou Alcindor, who is in foul trouble, and keeping the Bucks in the ball game. Milwaukee's going to work for the final shot. Baltimore's going to work for the final shot. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Carter on the perimeter to Miles. Fires at the buzzer. He got it. Miles got it to go at the buzzer. And we are tied at 32 at the end of the first quarter. Let's see what's happening in the chat room. D. Scott Howard is back. And there's some chat about the old four corners offense. Everybody hated the four corners. And some more prototype talk for Gus Johnson. Let's take a look at the box score. Alcindor got off to the hot start before he got into foul trouble. Yet he still leads all scorers with 11 points to go along with 3 rebounds for Milwaukee. Baltimore is led by Marin. Very nice first quarter for Marin. 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 free throws. And the Dookie is leading Baltimore with 10 points as we go into the second quarter in a tie ball game. And once again, we're ready for action. Johnson and Boozer to jump, and the jump is controlled by Baltimore. They've got Carter and Miles in the backcourt, Jim Barnes, Wes Unseld back in the game at the power forward, and George Johnson playing the center position. Carter has the ball outside working against Zoff. Zoff is a very solid defender, and Carter doesn't have any openings. So he's going to get it over to his running mate Miles. Miles outside, jump shot blocked by Boozer, but Unseld comes off with the offensive rebound. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Unseld with the short jump shot. It's set back by Dandridge. Tap by Barnes over to Johnson. Johnson's going to have to throw one up as the shot clock expires. He can't get it to go. And Zopp comes out with the rebound for the Bucks. 3-on-3 coming the other way, and the Bucks are going to slow things down. The Bucks set the offense. They are going to look down low on the low block to Dandridge once again. And we have a stoppage of play as Zoff is holding his neck. He came out of the scrum with the basketball, but somebody got him on the side of the head. He's a little shaken up, but he'll be fine. And we're going to go back to action. Milwaukee's going to look to McLaughlin. He gets it back to Zopp for the jump shot from the top of the key, all net. Nice shot by Zopp after that minor little neck injury. He may very well have been sandbagging that one. Unseld now, inside against Greg Smith with the 2 fouls. Unseld jammed up in the paint, posting against Smith. Short jump shot, no good. Barnes on the offensive board, and he kicks it back out for a fresh 24. The Bullets trying to stay close and regain the tie. They go to Miles on the perimeter. Miles steps around McLaughlin, gets to the basket, and gets it to go. 4 points for Miles, and once again we are tied. Very good first half here. Both teams shooting the ball well at 53%. Baltimore is guilty of 9 turnovers, but they've also got a 16-11 rebound margin. And so all in all, it's a pretty even ball game, and the scoreboard reflects that. What's Milwaukee going to do on offense? They're going to work the perimeter. They get it to Zoff at the top of the key over to McLaughlin. Back to Zoff, who double dribbles. And it's the Bullets basketball once again. Fred Carter running the offense, guarded heavily by Zoff. He works it over to Miles on the perimeter. Miles working against McLaughlin. He stops and pops. From the wing, shot no good off the rim. Another offensive board for Unseld. 5 rebounds for Unseld, and he gets the short jump shot to go. And the Bullets now have the lead once again. Alcindor remains out of the game with the 2 fouls, and Unseld is taking advantage as he now has 5 rebounds for Baltimore, and he got that put back over the smaller Bob Boozer. Dandridge again inside. Great look inside from Zoff, and Dandridge gets the easy bucket. 36 all, 10 minutes to go, second quarter. Baltimore works the offense. Carter has the ball out on top, and he's going to put it on the floor against Zoff. Takes it to the rim, stopped by Boozer in the lane. Short jump shot, no good, rebound Boozer. Back comes Milwaukee. They're going to look to McLaughlin. McLaughlin inside, give and go with Zopp. Zoff to Smith inside, back to McLaughlin, and McLaughlin hits the jump shot. His first basket of the game, and the Bucks are back out by 2. Baltimore runs the outside screen. They get Miles open for the jump shot, no good. And another rebound for Boozer. Milwaukee breaks out. They've got the 4-on-1 break. Zoff is in the driver's seat. He gets it over to McLaughlin, and McLaughlin drops in the easy layup. 4-point lead now for Milwaukee as the undefeated Bucks seek to take control of this one here in the second quarter. Miles is the open guy on the wing. He drives. He's met by Boozer. Short jump shot, no good. Another offensive board for Unseld. Unseld steps out of bounds. Basketball goes back to Milwaukee. And now here come the reinforcements for Milwaukee. Oscar Robertson and Lou Alcindor both back into the ball game. And an entire battalion of Bullets coming back in for Baltimore as they reload the holster with Lockery, Monroe, Marin, and Gus Johnson returning to the game alongside George Johnson. So it's Johnson and Johnson down low as the Bucks take over on offense. Dandridge working that low post once again against Marin. He drives, he travels. Ball goes back to Baltimore as Unseld comes back into the game. Baltimore on offense. They're going to attack with Monroe. Outside jump shot, no good. Rebound Dandridge, his first rebound of the game. And it's another fast break opportunity for the Bucks. McLaughlin leading the break, 4-on-3. McLaughlin takes it to the cup. Off the glass, it's good. Coast to coast for McLaughlin, and the Bucks now lead by 6. That is the biggest lead that either team has enjoyed here through midway through the second quarter. Lockery on the wing, floats it up, met by Alcindor. He can't get it to go. Unseld taps it in. Another rebound and another basket for Unseld. 8 rebounds now on the game for the man out of Louisville. Alcindor's going to work it down low against Unseld. He posts up with the sky hook. He gets it to go, and he's fouled by Earl Monroe. Second foul on Monroe, first foul of the quarter against the Bullets. That basket by Alcindor puts the Bucks by 6. Alcindor looks to make it 7 with his free throw attempt. And he gets it to go. 14 now for Alcindor to lead all scorers, and the Bucks are ahead by 7. Baltimore's going to look to Marin on the low block. Could be in trouble. He loses the ball. He gets it back, and he's forced to call a timeout. And Baltimore will restart the offense with 13 on the shot clock. Johnson to inbound. Which Johnson, I have no idea. It's got to be Gus Johnson. George went back to the bench. They look to Monroe on the perimeter. He drives. He's stopped by Alcindor, and Alcindor blocks his shot. Pulled away by Dandridge, and it is a slow break for Milwaukee, and they're going to pull this one out because they really don't have the numbers. Robertson didn't like what he saw, and he's going to pull things back out. Now Robertson's going to call his own number against Lockery. His jump shot is no good. Unseld with another rebound. 3-on-2 for Baltimore coming the other way. Lockery leads the break. He handles the ball. Pull-up jumper no good. Tipped in by Johnson. Baltimore continues to enjoy a huge rebounding margin, 23-15, and that is keeping it close here, as we expected with the rebounding talents collectively of Gus Johnson and Wes Unseld combining for 14 rebounds here with just under 8 minutes to play in the second period. Oscar Robertson on the attack. And he calls his own number, pulls up at the foul line extended, and delivers a jump shot. Nothing but net. 7 now for Robertson. Rob smells a blowout. Dave Gardner says, let's go Bucks. We got some visiting fans on the court here in Baltimore. Monroe. Outside jump shot. Didn't hit anything. Out of bounds to Milwaukee. As the fans here at the Baltimore Civic Center grown, and I think like Rob, they're sensing that their home favorites are in danger of letting this one get away here in the second quarter. Robertson continues to attack. One-hand jumper tickles the twine. 9 for Robertson. The lead is 9 for Milwaukee. Baltimore's going to look down to Gus Johnson. Posts up against Smith, and he gets the jump shot to go. They're going to need more out of that from Gus Johnson tonight if they're going to keep this one close. Milwaukee looks to Greg Smith. He kicks it back out to McLaughlin. Jump shot no good. Out of bounds to Baltimore. And the Bullets have a chance once again to cut into the lead. Gus Johnson again. Kicks it back out to Marin. Marin with the short jump shot is good. Ring it up, and Dandridge is called for the foul. So Marin hits the basket. 12 points now for Marin, who's off to a good start. And he has a chance to make it a three-pointer here and cut the lead to 4 for his team. He converts the free throw, and the Bucks have the basketball now with a 4-point lead. Robertson once again is the man on the attack. He gets the pass from Dandridge. He drives to the basket, and he's ripped by Monroe. Earl Monroe with the steal, and it is a 4-on-1 break for the Bullets. Unseld and Johnson, and it's Unseld who gets the finish for the basket, and it is once again a 2-point ball game. Milwaukee finds Greg Smith on the low block with a mismatch. His pump fake is effective. His jump shot is no good. And Unseld grabs his 10th rebound. What a first half for Wes Unseld. 10 rebounds already. Unseld now has Oscar Robertson trapped on the low post. The scoop shot is no good. Tipped by Unseld. Rebounded Johnson. Johnson is going to take it back up. Whistle stops play. Johnson's fouled by Dandridge. That foul is called on the floor, and it's only the second team foul against Milwaukee, so with just one shot for Gus Johnson here. 74% free throw shooter in the real world. His free throw won't go down. Rebound Dandridge. So Dandridge got away with a foul that time, and the Bucks continue to lead by 2 points now with under 6 minutes to play. First half. McLaughlin. Outside jump shot, no good. Another rebound for Unseld. 3-on-2 for the Bullets. They've got Lockery running the break with Monroe and Marin. After the quick outlet pass by Unseld. But Lockery loses it out of bounds. Good game going on here tonight, says Al, Red Sox fan. Thank you, Al. Glad you can join us. Dave Garner needs a win here to save his night because of the stupid Dolphins. Dave, what did the Dolphins do? Not sure what the complaint is with the Dolphins. I haven't heard any NFL news today since the Browns have teed up their trade market and gotten themselves some pretty good ball players. It's going to be Robertson on the attack for Milwaukee. Attacks the rim, stops and pops, slapped away again by Monroe. Another nice defensive play by Monroe. Another 2-on-1 fast break opportunity, and this one's knocked away and stolen by Dandridge. So once again, the Bullets cannot convert with numbers, and Milwaukee's going to slow things down. Alcindor inside, dribbles. Back out to Robertson. Down low to Alcindor, jump shot no good. Alcindor gets his own rebound, and he's going to pass it back out to restart the offense. Oh, I see. The 72 Dolphins beat the Patriots on Ron's channel. Ron wrecked my night. Dave Garner, I hate to see it, buddy. I hate to say this, buddy, but if the Patriots losing to the Dolphins on a simulated sports broadcast on YouTube wrecked your night, you and I got to talk. I kid. Bucks basketball up by 2. They've got the reset on the offense, and they're going to look down low to Alcindor on the post. Knocked away by Unseld out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Still leading by 2 points. Smith to inbound. Milwaukee works the perimeter. They're running out of time on the shot clock. They're going to have to fire one up quick. It's going to be Robertson. Around the rim, he gets it to go. So Robertson hits it with the shot clock expiring, and that ends a 7-0 run by Baltimore and puts Milwaukee back ahead by 4. Lockery working out on top against Robertson. Passes it to Monroe. Lockery gets it back. Comes off a screen, and he traveled. Baltimore was running that Whiskey Tango Foxtrot offense, and it didn't turn out so good for the Bullets on that play as Lockery turns it over. Bucks have a chance once again to extend the lead. They look to Alcindor on the low block. And he sets up against Unseld, shoots the 8-footer, swish. When you're up against a guy with 7'2" and that kind of range, all the basketball IQ in the world isn't going to help Wes Unseld on that play. Gus Johnson now on the low block. Unloads from point-blank range over Greg Smith and drains it. 15 now for Gus Johnson to lead Baltimore. The lead is 4 as Milwaukee sets up. McLaughlin. Fantastic pass from Robertson, and McLaughlin hits the easy bucket. Nice play by Robertson. 5 assists now on the night for the Big O. What's Baltimore going to do? They're going to look down low to Wes Unseld again. See what he can do against Alcindor, and he scores on him again. Unseld got the best of Alcindor on that one for his 12th point. Not to be outdone, Alcindor wants the ball on the low post. And that sky hook is a thing of beauty. Nothing but net for Alcindor. 18 points now for the big man. Bucks back up by 6. Baltimore working the offense. They've got Gus Johnson on the low block. Posting up against Smith. Quick move, shot no good, rebound Smith. Nice defense by Smith on the play. And Milwaukee doesn't like their chances against Lockery and Monroe on the defense. So Robertson smartly pulls it back out. Gets it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's going to stop and pop from the free throw line extended. And he gets the bounce. 10 for McLaughlin now. And the lead for the Bucks is 8. Bullets need to keep on the offense and keep this one close. Monroe gets the ball from Johnson in traffic. Cut off by Alcindor, shot no good, rebound by Unseld, and he is fouled over the back by McLaughlin. Excuse me, a little dry throat here. As Wes Unseld goes to the line for one shot with under 3 to play here in the first half. Unseld, 62% free throw shooter, gets that one to go for his 13th point. And the Bucks now lead by 7 with the basketball and a chance to extend that lead. Not much available on the first look. They work it around, and Dandridge gets himself positioned down low. He posts up, lobs it back out to Webb, and throws it away. Only the 7th turnover for Milwaukee so far. They've taken reasonably good care of the basketball compared to 13 turnovers for Baltimore. And it's the Bullets trailing by 7, looking to cut into the lead as Gary Freeman enters the game for the first time for Milwaukee. Baltimore looking to set the offense. They're going to look down inside to Gus Johnson, who has a mismatch inside against McLemore, and he's able to convert the short jump shot to cut the lead to 5. 2:17 to play. Oscar Robertson calls his own number out on top. Robertson from the outside drives. He's cut off. He stops in the lane. Can't get the jump shot to go. Freeman crashing the offensive boards for Milwaukee. What can Freeman do? Short jump shot, no good. Rebound, Marin. And it is a 3-on-2 break for the Bullets with Lockery on the central. He finds Marin all by himself, and Marin lays it in. 6 in a row for Marin. 15 points on the game. He has given some very much needed support to Baltimore from that small forward position, as the Bullets are now back within 3, under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Robertson once again is going to trigger the offense. Works the pick and roll with Alcindor. Gets it down low to Alcindor. Alcindor slipped the pick and drains the short jump shot on the assist from Robertson. 20 for Alcindor now, 6 assists for Robertson. The lead is once again 5. Bullets coming back on offense. They're going to look to Gus Johnson again against the smaller McLemore. 5-foot shot from the low post, no good. Rebound Robertson. Robertson and Webb bust out for the Bucks. It's a Bucks bust out. It's Jeff Webb losing the ball out of bounds to Baltimore with just a minute and a half to play in the second quarter. Baltimore trailing by 5, attempting to cut into the lead before halftime. They're going to try Johnson again against McLemore down low. And this one's blocked away by Alcindor. Get that shot out of here, says the big man, but the Bullets will retain possession with 12 on the shot clock. Marin working inside against Freeman. He's going to use that drop step. Short jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebound Webb. 3-on-2 break for Milwaukee coming the other way. Oscar Robertson leads the break. Outlet pass, Webb to Freeman. Freeman drives, lays it up, no good. Webb grabs the rebound, passes it back out, and Robertson will slow things down. What's Robertson going to do? He's going to look down to Alcindor on the low post. Alcindor banging away another skyhook, another basket for Lou Alcindor, and he has got 22. Bucks lead by 7, under a minute to play now in the first half. George Johnson wants the ball on the low block, but Alcindor is smothering him, so they're going to continue to work the perimeter. 15 on the shot clock. Marin has Alcindor outside on the switch. Marin with the step back jump shot. Fall away, can't hit. Bounces out of bounds to Milwaukee with 45 seconds to play. Milwaukee sets the offense. They've got Freeman available on the low post. His layup is good. First basket for Gary Freeman. And the Bucks once again have their largest lead of the game at 9 points. 30 seconds to play. Gus Johnson works against McLemore down low. He gets that one to go for his 19th point. And the Bullets are back within 7. 20 seconds to go in the game, in the half. Milwaukee is going to hold for the last shot. Alcindor to Freeman. Freeman inside at the buzzer. No good. And at the end of the first half, Milwaukee 65 and Baltimore 58. Alcindor leads all scorers with 22 points. Gus Johnson with 19 for Baltimore. Let's take a look at the box score. Alcindor is the man. 22 points. Still just 4 rebounds. And the nice night for Robertson with 11 points, 7 assists. Baltimore's had a good team effort. They've got 3 guys in double digits at the half, led by Johnson with the 19 points and 6 boards. Unseld, 13 points, 12 boards already in the first half, along with Marin, who had that wonderful first half with 15 for Baltimore. Interesting story about the Baltimore Bullets. They, as you know, moved to Washington and became the Washington Bullets. And when that took place, there was a lot of concern about the name Washington Bullets, because the Washington Bullets, that was felt to be, too representative of violence and negativity, and people just didn't like the name Washington Bullets. And so in order to improve the reputation of that team, they changed the name to the Bullets and dropped the Washington. Okay, if you have to explain the joke, then it probably didn't go over so well. I am going to take a 30-second break and refill my water cup. Rob says, take a breath, Dave. I need a breath, and I need a fresh cup of water for the second half, and we'll be ready to go here in about 30. And we're back. 65-58 Milwaukee. Beginning of the second half as Milwaukee tries to extend their record to 12-0 on this season. And let's get things started. All 5 starters on the floor for both teams, and it's Unseld controlling the jump for Baltimore. It's going to be Lockery out on top, and he's going to put the ball on the floor against Oscar Robertson. He drives. Layup comes up short. Rebound, Greg Smith. Here come the Bucks looking to extend the lead. They're going to look down low once again to Dandridge. He gets open against Marin. He has a good look, and he gets it to go for his 10th point. And the Bucks once again lead by 9. Marin wants to exact revenge on the offensive end. He lays it up softly and short. Lockery pulls away the offensive board, and he takes it back outside. 13 on the shot clock. And Lowry's going to put it on the floor. He gets it over to Monroe. Monroe pick and roll with Unseld, and Monroe gets the open layup. Nice pick by Wes Unseld. That wide body of Unseld creating space for Monroe to lay one up nicely off the glass and in. Robertson now back on the attack for Milwaukee. He drives to the basket, comes up short with the layup, and another rebound for Wes Unseld. Lockery's going to pull the trigger. He can't pull the trigger as he got bottled up behind the screen from Johnson, and he's forced to call a timeout with 13 on the shot clock. Dave is selling that beautiful lamp tonight for $5,000. Hey, this beautiful lamp is part of the Dave Cave, and I need that lighting. Although it was a rough week in the Dave Cave this week. Tuesday night here in the Dave Cave, my wife invited her knitting buddies over for Mary Poppins on the big screen. So need to do something. Need to take my socks off or something here in the Dave Cave and put some manhood back into it after the hen party that took place here on Tuesday night. Bullets down 7. Johnson to inbound, and they've got Marin working the perimeter against Dandridge. His jump shot is good. 17 for Marin. He has really stepped it up tonight. Bullets trail by 5. Dandridge on the low block inside. Short jump shot won't go. Robertson with the offensive board. He flips it out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's going to look to Alcindor down low. He shows and goes. McLaughlin actually pulls the trigger himself, and he can't get the layup to go. Unseld on the rebound. Lockery and Monroe to run the break against Dandridge. It's going to be Lockery who pulls it up and drops it in. And the Bullets are on a run again, and the lead has been cut to 3. Robertson on the wing, knocked away and stolen by Lockery. Another fine defensive play for Milwaukee. Marin. And we've got a pause in the play as Greg Smith now limps off the court to be replaced by Bob Boozer for Milwaukee. Baltimore trailing by 3. Johnson to inbound. They're going to look to Unseld on the low block on the switch. And Boozer stole it. Nice defense by Boozer to regain the basketball for Milwaukee. Bucks trying to set things up. Oscar Robertson directing traffic. He gives it over to McLaughlin. Spin move on the outside. He traveled. Baltimore basketball. Lockery once again to trigger the offense for the Bullets. He drives, he lays it up and good. He got the step on Oscar Robertson, and he knocks home his 11th point. The lead is down to 1. Robertson calling for the ball out on top. Defended by Lockery, a tough defender, and Lockery ripped him. Steal by Lockery, and the Bullets have a chance to regain the lead. It's not been too long since we were sensing a blowout, and now we have Baltimore with the ball and the opportunity to regain the lead as Lockery has a mismatch outside against Boozer, and he drills it. Lockery had his opening, and he took care of business. Bucks are going to look back to Alcindor on the low block. Alley-oop from Robertson. He shoots, he scores, and he's fouled by Unseld. That is the first foul on the Bullets. And Alcindor gets the basket and the opportunity for the three-point play. Alcindor's shot falls off the rim. Rebound Lockery. Bullets to set things up. They're going to look to Gus Johnson working down low against Boozer. His fall-away jump shot is good, and the Bullets are back out in front. Milwaukee comes back with Alcindor. Posting up in the low post against Unseld. Skyhook is blocked. Lockery comes out with the rebound, and the Bullets have the numbers. Lockery and Johnson. Johnson drives, lays it up, no good. Lockery grabs the offensive board, and he pulls it back out, and the Bullets will reset. Monroe is the open man on the wing. He drives, he sends it into Unseld down low, and Unseld gets the strong move to go. Off the glass and good. 15 points now for Unseld to go with 14 rebounds. Milwaukee's going to work it to Alcindor down low once again. His layup is no good. Robertson grabs the offensive board and he passes it back out. Milwaukee resets, looking around. They're going to look back down to Alcindor on the low post. And we've got another whistle on the play and another injury. This time it's Bob Boozer who goes down. He is limping off the court for Milwaukee, and this doesn't look good. Greg Smith will come back into the game. He had a nice little break there, and they're going to need some more out of Cunningham in the second half to take the place of the injured Bob Boozer. Bucks basketball now trailing by 3. He has Smith to inbound. They're going to keep pushing it down to Alcindor on the post. Pump fake, good look, blocked by Johnson this time. Rebound Marin. Bullets come up large on defense again. Setting the offense now. They're going to look down to Gus Johnson. Johnson inside, posting up, he traveled. Turnover by Gus Johnson. Ball back to Milwaukee. Under 8 minutes to play, third quarter. Robertson starting the offense. They're going to work it over to McLaughlin on the wing. He gets it down to Dandridge down low. Dandridge's jumper is blocked away by Unseld. Rebound Gus Johnson. Here come the Bullets with numbers. Lockery running the break. Milwaukee back to defend. He gets it over to Monroe. Monroe stops and pops, and he nails it. 4 points now for Greg Monroe. For Earl Monroe. They haven't needed much out of Earl Monroe. They've only gotten 4. But they've gotten plenty out of Marin, along with their 2 superstars, Gus Johnson and Wes Unseld. Milwaukee setting things up now with Robertson calling the shots. He steps around, collides with Monroe, no call, and Robertson lays it up off the glass and good. 74-71. Baltimore with the lead and the basketball. They're going to look to Gus Johnson down low, and it's taken away by Alcindor. The long arms of Lou Alcindor wreaked havoc on that play. Milwaukee sets the offense. They look down to the post to Bobby Dandridge. He lays it up and good, and it's a 1-point ball game. Baltimore coming back on the attack with Lockery. Lockery playing a 2-man game with Monroe. Lockery steps around the screen, gets a step, gets a jump shot, gets the basket. 15 for Lockery. Oscar Robertson and Lockery having quite the duel tonight. As Robertson comes back, steps around the pick by Alcindor, and gets open for the layup. A 1-point game once again. Baltimore coming back. Who are they going to go to? They've had a little bit of success with Unseld on the low block. He dumps it off inside, and Unseld trapped this time. Cannot get the basketball out of the lane and is forced to call the timeout. Bullets are down to 3 timeouts now for the rest of the second half, as they trigger the inbounds with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Monroe is the open man on the wing. Guarded by Dandridge. Monroe, right in the face of Dandridge, buries the jump shot. Nothing but nets. 6 for Earl Monroe. Milwaukee runs that motion offense. They get McLaughlin free on the drive to the hoop and is taken away by Monroe. Baltimore once again comes up strong on the defensive end. They're going to look to Gus Johnson down low this time. Johnson inside, short jumper no good. Lockery with the rebound. Offensive board for Baltimore and a fresh 24 as they kick it out to Monroe. Monroe looks over to Marin, who's had the hot hand. He drives the basket, picked up by Smith. Marin puts it up, won't go down. Rebound Johnson. Johnson with the putback. His 10-footer won't go, but he's fouled by Dandridge. Gus Johnson to the line for 2 shots as the Bullets look to extend the lead further. Under 6 now to go in the third quarter. Johnson cannot get the first one to go. And the second shot is good. 22 for Gus Johnson. The lead is 4 for Baltimore. Milwaukee comes back. Robertson's got a mismatch against Unseld on the perimeter. He dribbles it up. He drives to the basket, finger roll good. Nice pick and roll play by the Bucks to free up Robertson for the layup on that play, and it's a 2-point game. Lockery runs the offense for the Bullets. He drives, shoots the runner, rejected by Alcindor. Lockery wanted the whistle. He didn't get it. Alcindor blocked the shot. Unseld comes up with the loose ball on the rebound, and he's fouled by McLaughlin. Lockery didn't get the whistle, but Unseld got the whistle, and Unseld gets to the free throw line. Foul is on the floor, so it'll be just a one-shot opportunity for Unseld as he looks to extend the lead to 3, and he buries it. 16 for Unseld. Milwaukee back on offense. McLaughlin on the attack. 15-footer no good. Another rebound for Lockery. Lockery's done it all. He's got 6 rebounds now to go with 15 points and 2 assists. And it's going to be Lockery on the attack against Robertson. He looks to Unseld down low. Unseld kicks it back to Lockery, and Lockery drains it. And he gets the foul from Dandridge. Another 3-point opportunity for Baltimore. That is 4 personal fouls on Dandridge. And that is a rough play if you're a fan of the Milwaukee Bucks. McCoy McLemore off the bench to replace Dandridge now, who is in foul trouble with 4 here in the third period. Can Lockery convert the 3-point play? No. Shot won't go down. Rebound McLemore. Bullets by 5 as Milwaukee brings the ball into the offensive end. Oscar Robertson takes charge. Shoots the ball from outside, actually gets away. There's a loose ball pile up on the floor. McLemore tries to call timeout as he jumps on the basketball. He didn't have possession. Marin tied him up, and it's going to be a jump ball. 4:23 to play in the third as Milwaukee and Baltimore prepare to jump it up. And it's McLemore gaining possession for Milwaukee. Robertson has Unseld outside on the switch. Robertson's going to pull the trigger. Marin comes in to knock it loose. McLemore picks it up. His jump shot no good. Blocked by Unseld. Alcindor grabs the rebound. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Alcindor's going to have to put one up. Skyhook is good. Clutch play by Alcindor there, grabbing the loose ball and having the presence of mind to put that in as the shot clock expired. And the Bucks are back to within 3. They're going to work it outside to Marin. Fall-away jumper no good. Bounces out of bounds to the Bucks. Fred Carter coming in for Lockery to give Lockery a much-deserved break here with 4 minutes to play in the third. Milwaukee on offense. They're going to look down low to Greg Smith, who finds himself open on the block. His short jump shot is good for his first basket of the game. Here come the Bullets. Here comes Earl Monroe. Takes the bounce pass from Carter, drives the basket, lays it up and good. That's 8 now for Monroe, 6 here in the third period, and the Bullets go back up by 3. They're going to try that small forward on the low block again. This time it's McLemore, no good. Alcindor snatches the rebound. Alcindor's going to go for the putback, and he lays it up off the window and good. 28 now for Alcindor. The lead is 1. Baltimore on the offense. They've got Marin working down low. Actually, he steps out onto the wing now against McLemore. Marin with the jump shot from the corner is good. 5 assists now for Freddie Carter. And the Bullets stretch it out once again to a 3-point lead. Robertson, very aggressive tonight on the offense. He drives the ball down the baseline and he threw it away. Was looking for Alcindor in there, but hit him in the feet with it, and that's a turnover against the Bucks. Bullets with the ball and a 3-point lead as Miles comes into the game to replace Monroe. Bullets set the offense. They're going to work it inside to Marin against the smaller Webb. Marin inside, layup good. 21 for Marin now. 22 for Johnson as the Baltimore Bullets again stretch the lead to 5. What's Milwaukee going to do? They need to get it down to Alcindor, but he's covered by Unseld once again. And that's going to force Oscar Robertson to call his own number. Oscar's going to put this one on the floor. He powers past he powers past Carter. Finds McLemore for the open jump shot. McLemore drains the jumper, and that is 10 assists for Oscar Robertson here tonight. 2:21 to play. The Bullets lead by 3 here in the third quarter. Marin once again working against McLemore. Whistle blows, and the referees want a wet spot cleaned. Now we are ready to roll. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Bullets offense. Carter passes it into Unseld. Out to Marin on the perimeter. Marin gets it to Johnson on the wing, and Johnson walks. Turnover for Baltimore. Milwaukee basketball trailing only by 3 and looking to cut further into that deficit. They're going to look down to Alcindor. He finally gets some space. Short jump shot off the rim and in. No basket as Greg Smith is called for basket interference on the play. Tough break for the Bucks. Baltimore basketball. 3-point lead under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Marin has the ball inside against McLemore. Will he pull the trigger? No, he passes it back out on top. They get it to Johnson down low working against Greg Smith. Johnson's going to take the shot from the post, but he loses it out of bounds. Milwaukee basketball. Our Red Sox fan pulling for the Bullets in the upset. Milwaukee sets up trailing by 3. 1:40 to play here in the third quarter. They look to Alcindor. Actually, they can't find Alcindor, so Robertson takes it himself. Dribbles to the left wing, shoots the fadeaway, and delivers. It's a 1-point game. Baltimore with the lead and the basketball. They look inside to Gus Johnson. Johnson in the lane, stuffed away by Robertson. Carter grabs the offensive rebound. He passes the ball back out. Carter's going to put it on the floor. He floats into the basket, and Carter's called for the offensive foul. A little too aggressive on that play. And the ball goes back over to Milwaukee, and the Bucks have a chance to regain the lead. Where will they go? They're going to look to Greg Smith. He's got to step on the block against Johnson. He delivers it down low to Alcindor. Alcindor can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Tucker on the play. This is Al Tucker seeing his first action as he keys the break for the Bullets. They've got numbers. They've got Miles leading the break. And Oscar Robertson stole the basketball. Oscar's going to slow things up. They've got Webb with it now on the perimeter. Only 47 seconds to play in the third quarter. Webb's going to slow things down. Whistle on the play as Gary Freeman is hobbled, but he's going to stay in the game. Still 47 to play, 21 on the shot clock. Milwaukee looks down to Alcindor. Alcindor drops it off to Freeman, and Freeman drops it out of bounds. Baltimore basketball still holding to that 1-point lead. 41 seconds now to play in the third quarter. Johnson has Zoff on the switch. Nice mismatch for Gus. Gus's runner no good. Tucker with the rebound for Baltimore. Tucker's going to put it back up. His short jump shot is swatted by Alcindor. Ball goes out of bounds to Baltimore. And now we've got Twiggy Tucker, says D. Scott Howard. I'm not familiar with Twiggy Tucker. D. Scott, maybe you can give us a little more background on who he was and how he might have gotten that nickname. I'm guessing long arms and legs, possibly. I'm also guessing Twiggy the supermodel from back in the day, but that probably has nothing to do with Al Tucker and his nickname. Tucker, 6'8", 190, so a slim fella out of Oklahoma Baptist University. And if he is a good Baptist young man, he probably wouldn't be messing around with the likes of Twiggy anyways. It's the Bullets ball, 26 seconds to play. Miles on the perimeter. He's going to put one up. But it's stolen away by Webb. 20 seconds to play now, and the Bucks will have the ball for the final shot. And Zoff to Alcindor. Alcindor to McLemore. McLemore's shot is good, and he's fouled by Johnson. Big play by McCoy McLemore to end the third period by putting Milwaukee back on top. And McLemore heads to the line with a chance for the three-point play. 77% free throw shooter on the year. And he nails it. Bucks up by 2. 2 seconds to play. Let's see if Baltimore can do anything with it. In the final 2 seconds, Miles to Johnson. Johnson throws one up from half court as time expires. It falls well short, and we go to the break. Milwaukee 90, Baltimore 88 at the end of the third quarter. Taking a look at the box score, Milwaukee managed 25 points that period to 30 for Baltimore as the Bullets climbed back into this game. As Rob prepares to go to bed. Good night, Rob. Rest well. D. Scott Howard, it was indeed a reference to the popular model of the day. Both were considered skinny. Yes, indeed. So thank you for that tidbit of information. I am better informed now than I was 5 minutes ago, and I have D. Scott Howard to thank for it. Thanks, D. Scott, for adding a little color to the broadcast. Let's take a look at the box score. Alcindor leads all scorers with 28. 6 rebounds. And the rebound advantage for Baltimore is pretty astonishing. Plus 15. 43 to 28. And in fact, 23 offensive boards for Baltimore is what's keeping them in this ball game. 22 points for Gus Johnson, 21 for Marin in a remarkable game. And this is anybody's ball game as we head into the fourth period. The opening tap is controlled by Milwaukee as they look to extend the lead. They get the ball to Gary Freeman on the low block. Freeman working inside. Layup no good. Foul on the play on Johnson. Gary Freeman doesn't get the basket, but he does get to the line where he is a 72.5% shooter, and he drops the first one in. Second shot for Freeman is also good, and it's a 4-point lead for Milwaukee. Can the Bucks hold on to this one and remain undefeated? Baltimore starting the offense. They've got George Johnson with it down low against Alcindor. That's not a very good matchup. They're going to kick it out to Twiggy Tucker. Tucker with a jump shot outside, no good. Miles pulls the rebound for the Bullets, and Miles is going to pass it back out on top, and the Bullets will reset with a fresh 24. They look to Tucker again. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound Alcindor. Zoff and Webb will run for the Bucks. Webb goes down the lane, lays it up opposite hand, no good. Rebound Tucker. And the Bullets come back. Wild action here at the early fourth quarter as the Bullets come back with the numbers 4-on-2, and it will be Miles fouled on the floor by Webb, and Miles has one free throw for Baltimore. 80% free throw shooter on the year, and he hits a shot for his 5th point of the game, and the lead is 3. Milwaukee's going to look down low to Freeman. Posting up against Tucker, short jump shot is good. That's 6 now for Freeman. 4 here already in the 4th period as Milwaukee extends the lead. Baltimore comes back with Miles. 15-footer won't go. Rebound Johnson. Johnson has a short jump shot, nothing but net. 24 now for Gus Johnson, and the Bullets stay within 3. Milwaukee setting up. Zoff running the offense now. They work it down in low to McLemore. McLemore steps out onto the baseline. He's going to take the baseline jump shot. 10-footer is good. Tough shot by McLemore. And it's some of the backup players now for the Bucks who are holding on to this lead as Oscar Robertson and Bob Dandridge take a rest. McLaughlin also on the bench. Baltimore sets the offense, working the ball around the perimeter. They get it to Miles. Miles is going to take the shot from the wing, and he rips it. 7 for Miles, 96-93. Both second units coming up well for both teams here as the game remains close into the second half, into the 4th period. McLemore. They look for him on the perimeter. He gets the shot from in close, doesn't get the bounce. Rebound for George Johnson, and that's his 3rd. Freddie Carter now running the offense for Baltimore. What's Carter going to do? He's going to work the perimeter. He's going to step to the right wing, gets the step, shoots the jumper, and scores, and it's a 1-point ball game. Under 10 to play. They look to Alcindor down low. Taking the ball inside, he shoots the sky hook, no good, but he's fouled by Johnson. Alcindor will shoot 2. He's 4 of 6 from the line today. As he looks to extend the lead, first shot won't go down. Alcindor with the second shot. It's good. 29 for Alcindor, the Bucks lead by 2. Baltimore has Tucker open down low. Whistle and a foul. No, whistle and a wet spot. Now we're ready to roll. Johnson to inbound for Baltimore. The generalized milling around offense. They're going to look down low to Freeman. Freeman plays the pick and roll with Carter. Carter goes up for the layup. It's blocked away by Alcindor, but they get Alcindor for the goaltend. And with 9 minutes, 9 seconds to play in the 4th, we are tied. Tie ball game, Milwaukee basketball. They're going to go right down to their big man, Alcindor. Alcindor kicks it back out to Webb, and Webb gets open for the layup. Nice job by Alcindor to recognize the double team and find Webb on the cut, open for the hoop. Gus Johnson now works the low block, short jump shot, no good. Rebound McLemore, and it's a 4-on-1 break for Milwaukee. Here come the Bucks, led by Zoff. Zoff to Freeman, back to Zoff for the layup, and it's a 4-point game. Nice little run here by the Bucks second unit to keep a 4-point lead as we go into under 9 minutes to play here in the fourth period. Carter has Alcindor out away from the basket. What's he going to do? Jump shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's McLemore who comes out with it. Is Milwaukee going to push the advantage? They do. Zoff and Webb, and it's Webb for the layup. 4 points now for Webb, all here in the fourth quarter. We've got a whistle on the play, and Johnson got Webb on the arm. Third team foul already, as Webb will go to the line. And right away, it's going to be Monroe and Marin back into the game for Baltimore, as they can't let this lead get away from them now. It's a 6-point game, and Webb has a chance to make it 7. And he delivers a free throw. 5 points here in the fourth quarter for Webb. 4 points for Freeman here in the fourth quarter, as it's the Milwaukee second unit, surprisingly, opening up this lead as we head down into the stretch. Baltimore's going to go to Monroe. Outside jump shot, nothing but net. Milwaukee in no hurry, still protecting a 5-point lead. They look inside to Alcindor. 13 on the shot clock. Alcindor with another sky hook and another beautiful basket for Lou Alcindor. 31 now for the big man, as the lead is back to 7. Baltimore attacks with Earl Monroe. His drive to the basket, layup no good, but somebody got him in the arm, and it's Freeman. Freeman didn't like that call. He thought Monroe had his left arm extended and wanted the offensive foul, but it was Freeman who is guilty of the violation, and it's Monroe going to the line for 2. First shot for Monroe is good. Earl Monroe stepping up his game as Milwaukee brings Robertson back. They bring Dandridge back and McLaughlin. They've got their whole starting 5 on the court now. Alcindor may need one more rest before we head into the final minutes of play. Monroe on the second shot. Around the rim and out. Rebound Robertson. Bucks with the basketball, 6-point lead. Robertson brings it up, passes to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's going to call his own number against Monroe. Outside jump shot is good, and he's fouled by Johnson. McLaughlin to the line to shoot the free throw and try to push this to a 9-point Milwaukee lead. McLaughlin, an 86% free throw shooter, and he tickles the twine. McLaughlin's still a very popular figure around Milwaukee, as he is part of the Bucks television broadcasting team and still a beloved figure around the Wisconsin area. Let's see what Monroe can do. Monroe outside, fade away, no good, but McLaughlin got him with the body. Third personal on McLaughlin, third team foul on the Bucks as Monroe steps to the line to shoot 2. First shot is good. The lead is 8. And Alcindor's going to take his rest now. 7:19 to play. Alcindor goes to the bench with Milwaukee leading by 8. The lead is 7 now as Monroe converts the second free throw. The Bucks set up the offense. They've got Robertson in charge. And he is going to take it himself. Lays it up off the glass and good. Nice give and go with John McLaughlin. We've had 12 lead changes in the game, but the Bucks now once again enjoy their biggest lead at 9. And the Bullets need to get some offense going. They're going to look outside to Marin. Marin's been effective tonight. Whistle blows, Marin traveled. Miles comes into the game at small forward for Baltimore as the Bucks have the basketball and a chance to gain their biggest lead of the evening with 6:53 to play here in the fourth quarter. Dandridge doesn't have much to accomplish here working against Miles. 11 on the shot clock. Dandridge resets. Can't find anybody. Shoots the jump shot himself. He can't hit it. And Milwaukee is going to give the ball up to Tucker on the rebound. And the Bullets will run. Lockery down the lane, lays it off the glass, misses. Miles with the rebound. He's going to pass it back out. It's going to be Monroe working off the wing. He fakes, he drives the lane, and he turns it over. That's now 23 turnovers for Baltimore. That is not a good number, especially here in the fourth quarter when they need all the points they can get. Baltimore needs a stop now in the worst way as Milwaukee sets the offense and looks to take a double-digit lead for the first time in the ballgame. It's going to be Robertson calling his own number. He drives the perimeter. It's stolen by Carter. 3-on-2 for Baltimore. Carter leading the break. He goes coast to coast, lays it up and good. Very nice play by Freddie Carter. Steal and the hoop at the other end. And the lead is down to 7. Not to be denied, Robertson's going to try it again. He looks for Smith on the pass down to the block, and it goes out of bounds. Baltimore basketball. As the Bullets refuse to die. McLaughlin back into the game for Milwaukee. George Johnson back in for Baltimore. They need to get Unseld back out here as we're under 6 minutes to play in the game. Freddie Carter has McLemore on the switch. He doesn't have room to move. So he drops it down into Gus Johnson inside. George Johnson inside. ID Jester is in the chat room. Hello, ID Jester. You are just in time for the fourth quarter of what has been a really, really good basketball game. The Milwaukee Bucks are undefeated on the season, 11-0. They are visiting the Baltimore Bullets. The Bullets are only 3-8, but they have given Milwaukee everything they want tonight. And they are trying to hold on to keep from getting blown out here down the stretch in the fourth quarter. We've got 15 seconds on the shot clock. We've got George Johnson with the ball inside. He's got a severe mismatch with Alcindor in his face. So he's going to try and kick it out to Earl Monroe. He can't find Monroe, so Johnson turns and takes a shot himself and scores. How about that? George Johnson scores over Alcindor, and the Bullets cut it to 5. What's Milwaukee going to do? Not much going on with the first rotation of the basketball. They rotated back out to Robertson, and Robertson's going to call his own number, working against Freddie Carter. Robertson's jump shot is no good, but he's fouled by Carter, and that is the 5th on the team. That's going to put Milwaukee into the bonus as Oscar Robertson goes to the line for 2 free throws. Robertson, an 85% shooter, delivers the first one, and the Bucks go back up by 6. Barron back into the game for Baltimore. He's been a key to their success tonight. Robertson with the second free throw. That's good. 23 now for Robertson to go with 10 assists. And once again, it is a 7-point lead for Milwaukee. Baltimore sets the offense. They work the ball around the perimeter. They get it to Monroe working against McLaughlin. Monroe takes it to the rim, lays it up off the glass and through the net. 15 now for Earl Monroe. He's had a nice second half. The lead is 5 with just over 5 minutes to play. Milwaukee's going to look down low to Alcindor. They can't find him. Robertson takes it himself. He can't hit. Rebound Marin. 3-on-1 break for Baltimore the other way. Freddie Carter leads the break. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Monroe. Monroe lays it up and good, and it's a 3-point game. Here we go again. Back and forth we go. Just when you think it's going to be a glim situation for Baltimore, they find a way to claw back into the game. Alcindor. Can they get it to him on the block? He's tough in the clutch. He shoots the short jumper. He drains it. 33 for Alcindor. Come on, Bucks, says Dave Gardner. ID Jester heading out this weekend for 2 ball games. That sounds great, ID Jester. What ball games are you going to see? Love to hear more in the chat room before you depart for the ballpark. Looking forward to hearing more. Baltimore trailing by 5, trying to keep it close. They're going to work it to Earl Monroe on the perimeter. Shoots the fadeaway, drains it. Actually, that was Carter on the dish from Monroe, and Carter hits the fadeaway for his 8th point of the night. Freddie Carter providing some nice work off the bench, 8 points, 6 assists. Milwaukee has the 3-point lead, and they're going to look to their bread and butter, which is Lou Alcindor. Alcindor inside, skyhook, blocked away by Johnson. Rebound, Monroe. Another big defensive effort for Baltimore. What are the Bullets going to do? They bring the ball up slowly with Carter. Carter gets it to Monroe. Monroe works against Oscar Robertson on the switch. Monroe's going to pull the trigger. He's clutch. He's tied up by Robertson for the jump ball. Jump ball with under 4 minutes to play now. And the Bullets still trail by 3. Ref throws up the ball. Robertson wins the tip. And after the ref threw up the ball, they're going to have to stop the game and clean the ball. Robertson has the ball on the point for Milwaukee now. And he's going to drop it down to Lou Alcindor inside. Alcindor gets it back out to Robertson. Back to Alcindor on the post. His flip shot is no good. Rebound by Johnson. George Johnson on the rebound. That's his 4th. And the Bullets once again have a chance to cut into this lead. 3:41 to play. Carter gets it to Monroe. Monroe works against McLaughlin. Monroe works it over to Marin. Marin on the baseline. The deep jumper is good. Another clutch shot for Jack Marin. 23 on the night, and the lead once again is down to 1 point. Oscar Robertson working against Carter. Alcindor well covered on the low block by George Johnson. So Robertson's going to dial up his own number. His jump shot from the corner is no good. Greg Smith catches the rebound. Smith with the putback. He lays it up and good. 4 points for Greg Smith, and the fans here in Baltimore did not like that one. They kept Alcindor off the block, and Greg Smith snuck back in and caught the rebound and got the putback to put the Bucks back up on top by 3. 3:13 to play. Monroe. Outside jump shot no good. Rebound McCoy-McLemore. Oscar Robertson is going to lead the break. He's got McLaughlin on his wing. They get the ball over to McLemore, and McLemore loses it out of bounds. Bullets basketball. Under 3 minutes to play, and here come the big boys. Dandridge back into the game for Milwaukee. Lockery and Unseld into the game for Baltimore. It's the Bullets' last stand. Under 3 to play. 3-point game. Washington trails, but they have the ball. And Lockery is going to go to work right away. He passes to Marin. Back to Lockery for the 15-footer, and he got it. Right in the face of Oscar Robertson, Lockery buries it, and it's a 1-point game. Milwaukee circles around the perimeter. They've got Greg Smith moving without the basketball down low. Smith in the lane, lays it up and good. How about that? Smith comes off the bench with 4 quick points, and Milwaukee continues to hold on to a very tenuous lead. Monroe comes back for Baltimore. He drives, and he gets his pocket picked by Oscar Robertson. Robertson smartly pulls the ball back out. Not going to force the action. They're going to run some clock and protect this 3-point lead. Robertson brings it into the front court. They're going to look to their main man, Alcindor, on the post. Lobs in and out of Alcindor. Alcindor tough in the clutch, and he nails it. 35 for Lou Alcindor. And it is a 5-point game once again for the Bucks. The Bullets need points. They look inside to Wes Unseld. Unseld lost it. Got it back. Lost it out of bounds. Milwaukee basketball. That was a killer turnover for the Baltimore Bullets. Their 25th turnover of the game. Less than 2 minutes to play now. Bucks with the basketball. They're going to take their time. They've got Greg Smith down low, working against Gus Johnson. Oh, and how about that? Smith spins, puts it up over Johnson, and good. Another big basket by Greg Smith, a big fourth quarter for Greg Smith, with all these superstars on the floor, it is Greg Smith doing work for Milwaukee to put the Bucks up by 7 with 1:41 to play. Times are getting desperate here in Baltimore as the Bullets look to pull the upset. Lockery's going to go right to work on Robertson. He drives. He posts it up. He gets it into Johnson inside for the short jump shot is good. That helps, but the Bullets need stops. The Bullets need a stop here as the Bucks look down to Alcindor. Unseld forces Alcindor away from the basket. Milwaukee's forced to circle the ball again. Alcindor reposts down low with 6 on the shot clock. Can he get the shot off? He's got ice in his veins. He shoots the short jumper, and he rips it through the net for his 37th point. Baltimore needed a stop in the worst way, but Alcindor came through with his 37th point of the night, and the Bucks again have opened up a 7-point lead. This has been quite a basketball game, folks. Neither team has led by double digits through this entire contest. Baltimore needs to get things happening here quickly. It's going to be Lockery calling his own number. Jump shot from the wing. Air ball no good. Out of bounds to Milwaukee. We're under a minute to play now with a 7-point edge for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to play it slow on offense. 43 seconds to play, 14 on the shot clock. Oscar Robertson's just going to burn some clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Robertson's going to dish it to Alcindor. Back to Robertson on the key, and with the drive, Lockery fouled him. Robertson for the line for 2. Robertson can't get the first one to go. An uncharacteristic miss for Robertson. An 85% free throw shooter. He gets the second to go. The lead is 8 with 40 seconds to play. The fans here at the Baltimore Civic Center are starting to get a sense of the inevitable. But Monroe's not going to give up yet. He drives to the basket from the perimeter. He lays it up and good, as Alcindor didn't want to commit the foul, so Alcindor gave him the layup. The lead is 6, under 30 seconds to play, and the Bucks are just going to hold on to the basketball. Burning some clock, Robertson dribbles it down to 12 seconds. Now they're going to look inside to Alcindor with 12 on the shot clock. He's still got ice in his veins, but he can't get the jumper to go. Foul on the play on Marin, got him from behind, and it's going to be 3 to make 2 for Alcindor. Alcindor hits the first, 38 points on the game. 39 now as Alcindor hits the second, and with 14 seconds to play, the lead is 8. Monroe still refuses to give up. Lockery looks for Johnson. It's a bad pass. Robertson with the steal, his 7th steal of the game. And Robertson's going to pull the ball up and just dribble out the clock. Both teams are shaking hands now after a very, very tough matchup. Your final score tonight, Milwaukee 128, Baltimore 120. Fine game, but Milwaukee proved what they are made of, particularly the 2 superstars, Lou Alcindor, 39 points, Oscar Robertson, 24 points, 11 assists, and 7 steals. And if you count turnovers, he got a triple-double with 10 turnovers. So Milwaukee showed what they were made of, and Baltimore gave the Bucks everything they could handle. 26 for Gus Johnson, 23 for Marin on a sensational night, 16 and 15 for Unseld. Baltimore gave it everything they had, but Milwaukee was just a step better. All right, thanks everybody for the game. Tomorrow, I have an interesting day planned. I am going to be headed down to Chicago, which is a little over a 2-hour drive, for a meeting of some of the folks from play.com, Plaay.com. Keith Avalone, the creator of Play Games, is testing out a basketball game. Play does not have a basketball game. Keith has been working on one for quite some time, and he is hosting a playtesting session in Chicago tomorrow. So I'm going to be headed down that way to check out what Keith has in mind for his basketball game. I am really looking forward to that, and I can't promise you a full report when I get back because there are proprietary things and the game is not ready for market yet. But as much information as Keith allows me to release, I look forward to sharing with you folks. You find people here in the FOC, the friends of the channel, that I enjoy so much. Great game tonight. Milwaukee Bucks 128, Baltimore 120. Thanks to everybody who came out tonight. D. Scott Howard, Bleacher Bums, Dave Garner, ID Jester, Close But No Cigar, indeed. Bleacher Bums Gaming, Al Red Sox fan, always good to see you, buddy. Who else was here tonight? Rob was here for the first 3 quarters, and as he predicted, before he left, he said Milwaukee's going to hold on and win this game, and Rob nailed it. Retro Sports Network, Ron Juckett, always good to see you here. And a cast of thousands. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here tonight for this exciting ball game. And that's our stream, and I am out of here.